Good evening, dear. Hello, everyone. बस आज दो ही लोग, बाकी कहाँ गए? Where are the other people? Good evening. Okay, so meanwhile everybody is joining, I'm sharing the screen with all of you. So I hope the screen is visible, right? So I hope the screen is clearly visible to all of you. Yes. So let's start the session, and I hope the other people also will join very soon. So today we are going to talk about suffix and prefix, and this is Sushti. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Chaliye, I'm going to discuss in today's session. I'm going to discuss about suffix and prefix, and they play a very important and a very crucial role when it comes to learning vocabulary. It plays a very important role. How? Let's see very clearly. If you know the meaning, or if you know how to use a suffix or a prefix, it makes your job a lot easier. How it makes your job a lot easier? Let me take an example of something like unbelievable. Unbelievable. So for example, if I know that un means something that is negative, something that denotes, or something that point outs to something, something that is negative. So I know that believable, and if something is believable, that means I am able to believe. So again, there are two things that you need to understand and you need to focus on. One is un, and the next one is able. So if you know the meaning of believe means to have faith on somebody or to trust somebody. Now able means that you can do that. Okay, and if un is written, that means you can't do that. So with the help of these two things, that is, one is prefix and the other one is suffix, you are able to derive the meaning of any particular word. For example, believable means believe means to have faith or to trust somebody, and able, if you have put able at the end, then that means it has become what? That means you can believe on that. Okay, believable, you are able to believe on that. And if it is written unbelievable, that means you are not able to believe on that. Understood? So I hope you've understood, and you've it's clear that how you can, if you learn the prefixes and suffixes, how it can help you in improving your vocabulary at a very fast pace. So now let's see these suffixes and prefixes. First of all, I'll let you know the meaning. So whenever you see any word which has this root, that is trans, it means move. Trans means move. Clear? So if you see any word which has this root trans, now can you give me words with trans? Can you give me words with trans? Okay, transpiration. Okay, very good. What else? Transpiration. Let's start with a very basic word. Okay, transpiration, transport, transfer, transaction, transaction. What else? Translucent, transparent, transverse. Okay, so I'm sure that transmit again. So transmit again, one of the roots. That means I mean to say a word, transmit. Okay. Yes. So let's take all these words. Now, what is the meaning of transpiration? Okay, I think of yeah. What is the meaning of the word transpiration? How can you understand the meaning of this word? So see, now trans means what? Trans means movement. So there is something that is moving. That means either it is coming or it is going. So transpiration means what? You know, the exhalation of water vapors through stomata. That means there are plants, and the plants, what they do, they eject, they kind of eject water, or that means water evaporates from the stomata. That is called transpiration. Okay, that is called what? That is called transpiration. Clear? Now transport. Now this is made up of two roots. One is trans and the other one is port. Now port also is a root, which means what? Which means which means a kind of a place. Port is related to what? A place. So when you transport something, you move any object to a particular place. You move the object to a particular place. Okay. So port means to carry. Okay. The root has more than one meaning. So port means to carry, like you carrying or you moving something to some place. So transport means you're carrying a particular thing to a particular place. Similarly, transfer, that means you're moving something to a particular place. Transaction. Now, money transaction, I hope you understand there is a give and take of money, that is transaction. Translucent. Lucent is related to something that is clarity. Clarity. Okay, those translucent means light can pass through it. Now, transparent, light can pass through it in a much better way. Transverse. Verse means line. So transverse, a line which passes, like for example, these are two parallel lines, and this line, verse means line. Okay, so transverse means a line which is passing through two parallel lines. Okay, transmit. Now trans and smit, these are two roots which have made this word. So trans means move, and smit also is a is a root which means to throw. So when you transmit something, you throw something, like like we say transmission of something, like the light is being transmitted, so it has been throwing from the source. So when you throw anything from a source, that means you are transmitting it. Clear? And the movement is in all these cases, whenever you are using trans, the movement is considered to be very systematic. So that's why when you say transmit, the movement of that light or sound or anything is very proper and continuous. Clear? So is it clear? Have all of you understood the meaning of trans and how it has to be used? Okay, because I need some more space, I'm removing it. Now the next one over here, let me take the next one. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? This means basically not, right? This means not. Like for example, if I say disagree, that means I don't agree with you. If I say discourage, that means I am reversing the meaning, or basically you can also use this as reversing the meaning of any particular word. So if I said I'm discouraging someone, that means I am asking, or I'm saying that saying something so that his courage reduces. Like I can say dislike, that means you're not liking it. Okay, disadvantage, that means you don't have advantage. Dislocate, that means you have that person, that thing is not properly located. Disclose, that means something that is close and now you have reversed the meaning. Okay, so this has two meanings. One is not, and the other one is that you have reversed the meaning of that particular word. So something is this, if someone is dishonest, that means the person is not honest. Disable, yeah, discharge. Now when you say discharge, like for example, your battery is charged, and when you say discharge, that means the battery has no charge. Disgusting, okay. So if something you say is very disgusting, that means it is not pleasing. Understood? Now one big confusion which a lot of people have before this okay, before learning the meaning of X, we will come to one more word, which is un. Okay, which is un. We'll first learn un, and then we'll come to miss. So now miss also means what? Miss is also related to what you call as not. But miss has a different meaning, which is wrong. Now, whenever you are confused between two different words, one is miss, one has miss, and one has dis. Like we have distrust, and we also have one word which is mistrust. Can you tell me which one of these two words is much has much bad impact, or has much bad, no much I would say much, not much bad, I would say much worse impact on person? Mistrust or distrust? How? See, when you distrust somebody, you simply don't trust somebody. Simple. If I distrust, for example, if I distrust someone, there is some person, there is one person, and I say, I don't trust you. That means I distrust that person. I don't trust that person. I feel that that particular person I cannot trust. I maybe because I don't know that person, so I distrust. But if somebody does something bad to me, I will always be worried, and I'll always see that person with suspicion. So when you see a particular person with suspicion, you will always mistrust that person. Okay, you will always do what? You will always mistrust that person. For example, if someone say, if is you have a friend or a somebody, and you know that the person drinks, and on any particular day you ask that person, have you drunk today? And that person says, no, I haven't drunk. But because you mistrust that person, you will have that thing in mind, that this person is saying that he is not drunk today, that means definitely he has drunk today. Okay, that is basically mistrust. Clear? So when you have suspicion over somebody, you have you kind of always have suspicion. Understood? So mistrust is worse than distrust. Clear? Now more words with miss is misunderstood. Misunderstood. For example, if I say I haven't understood something, see, there are two different words. If I say I haven't understood something, that means simply I don't know what you, and I'm not able to get what you're saying. Okay, if you say that, if you say, sir, I haven't understood what you have said or what you have told, that means simply you don't get what I'm saying. But on the other hand, if if you misunderstand me or if you have misunderstood me, then what will happen? Whatever I have told, you are getting something else. Understood? Have you understood, misunderstood, or not understood? Understood, misunderstood, or not understood? I hope nobody has misunderstood me. Okay. The other word is the similar meaning has, this word also has similar meaning. I am writing so that I can improve your vocabulary. Misconstrue. Misconstrue. When you misconstrue something, that means you have misunderstood something. Misuse, that means you are not using it in a proper manner. For example, if your friend gives you a bike and you're misusing it, you are driving it or you're riding it rashly, you have not taken care of it, you the tires don't have proper air, and you are just running it, and you're not taking care of the tires and all the other things. So what you are using, how you are using, you are misusing it. For example, you've taken the bike but you are not using, that means I'm not using, but you are using in a bad way, in a wrong way, that means you are misusing it. So similarly, you understand something, you don't understand, that means you have not understood something at all. But you are understanding something in a wrong way, that means you have misunderstood. Similarly with all these words. Now what is the meaning of un? Un again means not. Okay, understood. Un again means not. So there are words like unbelievable, unnecessary. Unnecessary means something that is not wanted. Unable, undo, unusual, something that is not usual. Unpaid, not paid. Unaware, not aware. Unwell, not well, so on and so forth. So all these have, all these are somehow related with, not, but they have different kind of usage and they have different kind of meanings. Now we come to the next one, which is X. Now, what is the meaning of X? What is the meaning of X? Old. May I sing old? Previous. Previous. No. Not exactly previous. Excuse. Okay. Shashi is saying excuse. Okay. Last. Okay. So let me tell you, X means what? X means out of limit. So X basically means what? Out of limit. For example, if you just take an example of ex-captain. So now the decision making that a captain does is out of the limit of that person who is an ex-captain. Getting my point? If somebody is an ex anybody, like ex director, now the decision making that a director does is now not in the hands of that particular person. So basically X means out of the limit or on the edge of the limit. Like for example, yeah, ex servicemen, so now they are no more, they are no more limited to serving or giving their services. Like you can say extreme, you can say extreme, ex-chairman. Now decision making or the work or the responsibilities or the perks, that means perquisites, that everything that he used to get is no more in his limit. He is no more in that limit. Yeah. Extreme, like the word is extreme, then you have extend, then you have exorbitant. Now if something is exorbitant, orbit means limit and exorbitant means, that means something that is out of the limit. Then you have extra, exempt, that means you don't, exempt, that means you don't have to pay. Extension, extend, I have already written. Example, example means, you are going out of the limit and giving, something that is to more to give something as an example means to give something as an extra knowledge or something extra that is, that can give a better insight in some to something. Yeah. X basically means what? Out. Remember. And this word example has come from eximere, eximere, eximere. Emere, X means out and emere means take. Okay, so eximere means to take out. So when you give a definition, you take out some specific point and put them as an example. So that is basically how example have come out. So example, first they come from, things like that. Now I hope you've understood. So far so good. Any doubt, please make sure that you ask. Now now we have pre. Pre means what? Pre means before. What is the meaning of pre? Pre means before. Like precaution, pretext, premonition. Very good. Prerequisite, premature. Okay, so I've taken a lot of word. Preserve, preview. So pre means before. So precaution. So before, if you're taking precautions, that means before a troublesome situation comes, you are taking all those, kind of steps as, yeah, preface. Pretext means what? Text means something that is, something that is written. So now if you get a pretext, that means you are telling something as a reason, like, you are giving as an excuse, I would say. Clear? You're giving as an excuse. So pretext means a kind of excuse. Always remember, pretext means what? It means excuse. Pretend means to an outward appearance. That means to show off, pretend. Premonition. Now, monition means display. Monition means display. Now, premonition means kind of a feeling that something is about to happen. Like you say, na, that my hands are itching. This is going to happen. The crow is there or sitting on, the that ledge of your, or on your terrace. So somebody is about to come. So these are basically what? Premonitions. The hand is itching, you're going to get something, or something is about to happen. Or you're blinking your eye, your eyes again and again, something is about to happen. All these things, these are called premonitions. Prerequisite. Requisite means something that is required, and prerequisite means something that is required in advance. Like for example, if you want to sit for banking exams, graduation is prerequisite. That means it is required in advance. Premature, that means before maturity. Preserve means before you're going to serve it or give it to somebody, you have to keep it. Okay, that is basically. Pretend, I have already discussed. Now, pro means what? What is the meaning of pro? See, pro has pro has many, I would say many meanings, which mean some means before, sometimes it means before, sometimes it means front, you know, that kind of. So generally it is related to some kind of favor or like that. Expert is also one word, but that has nothing to do with the root X. Okay. By the way, I'm coming to pro. A pro means advanced, you can say. Like if somebody is professional, that means he has advanced knowledge or he has good knowledge of that particular thing. If you say product, that means it is the advanced version of whatever the raw material was. Proclaim. Yeah, proclaim. Now, if you're proclaiming something, that means you're claiming that particular thing in a very aggressive manner. That means you're proclaiming that thing. Okay. Understood? Pronounce, to say or to speak something very, very clearly. That means you're pronouncing something. Procrastinate. Procrastinate means you're delaying something at an advanced level. That means you're delaying something at a very large extent. Of course, if you are procrastinate, that means you are delaying something. You are very advanced at delaying anything. Proclaim means, as I have already told you, to claim or to announce something officially, publicly. That means a lot of people at an advanced level. That means a lot of people are listening to you. When you proclaim something, a lot of people listen to you. Promise. You're not making a normal statement. When you promise, you're not making a normal statement. When you say, I promise I love you, that means you're not making a normal statement. You have put some weight on it. Okay, that means this sentence that I'm saying has a lot of value. So that is what is the meaning of pro. So I hope, guys, all of you are clear with all these words. Any word or any root that you're not clear with, please let me know. that would be very much required. There is one more word with X, that is extirpate. Extirpate. Now, extirpate means what? To remove the unwanted part. Now, I've learned this word with a Hindi that trick, that you remove the extra pate. Pate means your stomach. So you remove the extra pate and you want to have good looking body. So you're removing what extra? What you're doing? You're extirpating the unwanted part of your body. Clear, guys? Anybody, any doubt what's so far? Please let me know, guys. Extirpate means to remove the unwanted part, something that is unnecessary. As I've told you, extirpate sounds like you're removing. No, extirpate is not the correct spelling. No, extirpate is not correct. It is extirpate. 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 Here it is not extirpate, it is extirpate. Extirpate. Dear, there is no such word like extirpate. It is extirpate. Can I show you the correct spelling if you don't believe me? Let me show you. Let me just show you. Okay. I'm showing you. Just please wait. Where has it gone? How can I show you this? I don't know how can I show you the Google image. Yes, I think I can show you now. Is this screen visible to you? No, right? Is this screen visible to you? No, black screen. Yeah, that means Google screens cannot be shared. Oh dear. The correct spelling is extirpate. 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 This is the correct spelling. Can any one of you take the screenshot and share the correct spelling? This is what I'm writing. Why are you like this? Extirpate is the correct spelling. This is what I had written earlier also. I think I have written this particular spelling earlier also, right? Guys, all of you are have understood, right? I had written the same spelling, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next one. The next one is ambi. Ambi means what? Ambi means both. Ambi means what? Ambi means both. Like we have ambidextrous, we have ambivalent. More words. Okay, so ambi has two meanings. One is both and the other one is around. There are two meanings of ambi. One is both and the other one is around. Now ambi, like we can say ambience. ambience. Now, ambitious, very good. Ambitious means something that someone wants everything that is around that person. Ambivert, like there are person who are, sometimes they are extrovert and sometimes they are introvert. So they are what? They are behaving, they have two personalities. Sometimes they are extrovert and sometimes they are introvert. So that means they have two personalities. That means they are ambiverts. Ambitious, ambiguity. Like if I write, has any one of you did this thing in your school? You have written the answer like this. Not like this. Just give me. Let me tell you. Have you answered true false question like this? How many of you have written like made this sign when you were school for the answer of true or false? Or maybe that this was not the sign. This was the sign. Yeah, this was the sign. Any one of you did this? So there is not clarity. That means there is ambiguity in your response. You're not saying yes. You're neither saying yes nor saying no. So you're between this yes no. That is ambiguity. Not clear. Ambivalent. A person who is not able to decide what he wants to do, that person is ambivalent, or his or her statement is also what? Ambivalent. Yeah. Like when when you have mixed feelings kind of thing. You say, na, I have mixed feelings. On one hand, I am excited. On the other hand, I am not happy. So ambivalent means you have kind of mixed feelings. Clear, everyone? Ante means what? Ante means before. Now, ante means what? Ante means before. Like, for example, I can say antebellum. Has any one of you ever heard of this? Antebellum. Now, antebellum has two roots. Antebellum has two roots. One is ante, which means war, sorry, before, and bellum means anything that is related to war or fighting. So antebellum means before before the war. Antebellum means before the war. Now there is yeah, antelope. All these animals of this species, that is deer. Any any animal of deer species, all these animals are called what as antelopes. Okay, so deer is an antelope. Then you have a barasingha and all those animals. Those are called antelopes. Yeah, but let me tell you, this antelope has nothing to do with before, because antelope, this has come from antelopes, which is a Greek word for deer, and from there it has come to this particular, and this has degraded and changed the spelling to become like this particular word of antelope. So this has nothing to do with before, but you can still learn. What's wrong with learning the word? Antelope means anything that is. Antebellum means antebellum. It's wrong. Antebellum. Ante. Antebellum means before the war. Before the war. Before the war. There is a very famous singer with this name. If you have ever heard or if you have ever listened to her songs, very famous songs. Lady Antebellum, the name of the singer, but antebellum means before the war. I don't know how anybody can have this name. Antebellum is, it's ante, ante means before. Antediluvian, antediluvian. Now what is the meaning of antediluvian? Yeah, right, it only has one L. Now what is the meaning of antediluvian? Something, see, ante means before, and antediluvian means something that is very very old, like prehistoric. I hope you have watched Discovery Channel. And in Discovery Channel, there used to be a show. I don't remember the name of that show. In that show, they used to in that particular there was a series of animal, or I mean to say shows, in which they used to show, or they used to talk about animals which were of ice age. Like there was saber tooth, then there was mammoth, and there were animals that were very very old, of ice age. So they are antediluvian. Something that is very very old is antediluvian. So you can use it as a sarcasm also. Like for example, you if you see somebody's thoughts to be very old, you can say, are your thoughts antediluvian, like I mean related to prehistoric era? So old, that means it's the antediluvian. Clear? One more word, very very aggressively used in English: antecedent. English grammar. Something that comes before is antecedent. Okay, something that comes before is antecedent. One more word is antenuptial. Antenuptial. Ante means before, and nuptial means wedding. So antenuptial means anything that is related to, like you can say, pre-wedding shootout. No, shootout name. That word is pre-wedding photo shoot, not shootout. Sorry, pre-wedding photo shoot. So pre-wedding photo shoot is a part of antenuptial ceremonies. Nowadays, uh, pre-wedding photo shoot is a part of antenuptial. Can Harappa and Mohenjo-daro be related to antediluvian? Yes. Something that is very old is antediluvian. You can say that is also antediluvian. Echo. A now okay. I mean to say anti. We have to come to anti as well. Now, if anything is anti means against. Clear, guys? Anti means against. So there are words with anti, like anti-terrorist, antibacterial. What more? Antiseptic, antibacterial. Antidote. Yes. No, that just give me a second. Let me extend some time. Okay. Anti-clockwise, yes. Anti-terrorist. And you've written anticipatory. There is a very weird thing that this anticipatory word has come from the root ante. But though you don't see e over here in anticipatory, okay, anticipate means to expect. Anticipate means to expect. Though this has come from what? Ante, but when you join these two words, I don't know why there is some maybe there's some rule. So this e converts to I. So anticipate means you are considering something in advance, or you're taking something in advance. That means you're anticipating, or you're acting in advance. That means you are anticipating. Understood? So considering something in advance is anticipatory. So although it is related to a and te, but it has this word anti. So basically you can learn it, not a problem. Now we have aqua. Anything that is related to water is aqua. Basically aqua, the word in itself means water. Aquarium, yeah, aquarium. Fish tank also. What else? Aquasol, yes. Aquaguard, yes. Something that protects water is aquaguard. Aquasol, kind of small particles you find in water. Like aerosol means something that you find in air. Okay, so aquasol is basically a kind of a vitamin that you find in water. Aquasol. Aquatic, an animal related to which lives in water is aquatic animal, so on and so forth. Odd is related to hear, like audible. What else? Audacious, audience, audience, auditorium, audition. Very good. Now, as I've taken a name audacious, but the thing is that audacious, the word comes from audaire, which means dare. So that's why we cannot put it in this particular part of hearing. Ben means good. Ben means what? Ben means good. So if you put or if you find any word with this root, that is ben, it is always good. The word will always have a positive meaning. The word can never have a negative meaning at any cost. Ben means something that is good. Let's take some examples like benevolent, benediction. Now this word has two roots. One is ben and this other one is dict. Now dict is always related to words. So benediction means speaking or saying good things about any person. That is benediction, like giving blessings. Benign means something that is harmless. Harmless. Beneficiary. benison, benefactor, so on and so forth. Clear? Moving to the next, okay, so this was the root. Now we come to this. Co means together. I'm just writing the meanings. Cred means belief or trust. Demo means people. Die means two. Equal means is related to same. Hyper means out of limit. So now you have to tell me the words related to all these roots. Okay, so hyper means out of limit or excessive, you can also say. Yeah, coefficient, collide, coed, correlation, college. Okay, yes. So these are all the words that you can learn. Now, cred, if you will see any word with cred, see, simple, credit is the basic word that you can learn. So whom can you give the credit? Whom can you give the credit? The person whom you trust. For example, there is a bank. Will you go in any bank and you'll ask for credit card? Will the bank be able to give you the credit card? No. Why? Because the bank doesn't trust you. So if a bank is giving a credit card to you, that means the bank trusts you. Okay. For example, there is a shopkeeper. You go and ask for something, but you don't have money. So you take that thing on credit. Now, why will the shopkeeper give you that particular commodity without taking money? Because he believes you. Okay. So credit or cred is always related to belief. Credible, something that is believable. Credible means believable. Incredulous. Incredulous, in means negative. Now cred means trust. So incredulous, something that is not, not be able to believe. Okay, that is incredulous. A person who is not able to or not willing to believe is incredulous. Now incredible, something you are not able to believe, and incredulous are generally used for generally, or rather I should say always used for person. A person who is not able to believe you or who is unable to believe you is incredulous. A credulous, who easily believes you. You say something and that person believes you easily, that person is credulous. Demo, now we come to demo. Demo is like demography. Demonstration. What else? Let me just extend some time. Demon. Demon. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with people. The root is something else, but yes, okay, write it. Demoralize, no, that has D and moralize. Okay, Namita, that has, that has different root, that has D, D-E-D. Demoralize, not D. Demo is not the thing over here. You don't say demoralize, you say demoralize. Yeah, that's why that cannot be used. Now the other one is di. Di means what? Two. Like carbon dioxide. Dice is, how is it a prefix, beta? Demonetized Srishti is writing. See, it is a prefix. You add it with a word. Understood? You add it with the word. Why you cannot write demon over here? Because you cannot add it with the word. Diversity, yes. Dilute, no. Dilute is also. Can you make two different words with dilute, di and lute? No. Can you make two different words? Like for example, graphy is a different word. Over here, demo again is not used as a prefix. It has been used as a root word. Now, like you can say, um, diacid. Diamelia. Generally, you have that kind of words which are used in medicine. So, like diandry. Andry is related to male, and di means two. So, anything that is a double male or something, double male genetic contribution, that is diandry. Diamelia means absence of two limbs. Absence of two limbs. Absence of two limbs is called diamelia. Clear? So see, prefix and root, this basic difference is when you will remove the prefix, the word can stand on its own. Okay. Now diacid means what? An acid which is able to react with two molecules of any particular acid. I'm not a science student, so I don't know much about it. So that's how it is. Clear? Are you able to understand the difference between root and prefix? When you will remove the prefix, the word in itself has some value. Like in is a prefix, but cred is a root. Getting my point? Co is a prefix, but cred, as I've already told you, is a root. Over here, demo is used as a prefix, but over here this has been used as a root. Guys, are you able to understand this thing? Please respond. This is the basic difference between root and prefix. If you'll remove the word, if you'll remove the prefix or the suffix, the word is able to stand on its own. Yeah. Like equivocal. Equivocal. Now over here, equi is what? Equivocal means you are saying yes and at the same time you are saying no as well. So you are being equivocal. Now vocal in itself is a word. If you'll remove equi, not a problem. Equatorial. Now over there, equi has been used as a root. Getting my point? I'm writing this word as you've told me, equatorial. But over here, equi has been used as a root. Like hyperactive. Hyperactive. Somebody who's excessively active. Okay. Hyperbole. Clear, guys? So I hope all of you, hypertension, yes. excessive amount of tension. Clear? So along with that, I have taken a lot of roots and prefixes also. Equinox, yes, very good. Equinox. I'll share this PPT with all of you, and along with that, I will add the meaning and words that you can make with them. Okay. It was a great experience teaching all of you. Wonderful teaching all of you guys. Okay. So any so far so good. Anybody any doubt? Please make sure that you ask, because the prefixes and suffixes, there are hundreds of them. Please, I humbly request all of you, if you have understood every single thing, if you think that the content was satisfactory, if you think that I have been able to give you what you were expecting, and you don't have any doubt, if you have doubt, you can ask me right now. But please don't leave the session without giving proper ratings. When I end the session, there will be a pop-up, and from there you can give me ratings. So anybody any doubt, please make sure that you ask. Guys, do you have any doubt? Please ask. I'm humbly requesting all of you, please don't leave the session without giving ratings. So if everything is good and if you have understood every single thing, that's pretty much from my side for the day. I hope all of you understood every single thing. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourself. Be safe and peace out. But please make sure to give me proper ratings, because your ratings are very, very important, and they play a very important role in motivating me so that I can bring you more such content. I hope everything is good. Thank you. Please rate me well.